Welcome everybody to this brand new show where I look at games that I took to my personal limit. Now, these are games that I've played either to completion or up to the point where I've gone as far as I want to go with this. Now, please be warned, there's a potential for spoilers in these videos, but I'll try to keep it to a minimum. So with that, let's start talking about a great game.
Assassin's Creed Origins, released in 2017, brought this series in a new direction. With a newly implemented leveling up system, it gave players extra incentive to keep playing as you continuously improved your player, and boy did I sure play.
Before I start talking about my personal thoughts on the game, let's discuss a bit what it's about. Now, I'm sad to admit that I haven't necessarily kept up with the Assassin's Creed series, which I'm in fact a big fan of. There's been several games in between that I've missed or not played till completion, so I decided to start with Origins as I heard it was a good starting up point for players who either are new or have been kind of in and out of the series. Now, if you've never played an Assassin's Creed game, this next thing I'm going to say is a huge spoiler for you.
Okay, now that we got the spoiler warning out of the way, we start with Layla, a character using the Animus machine to relive the memories of Bayek, an Egyptian who was part of the Magi warriors from the year 49 BC. Now, I may have missed out something because I have no idea who Layla is or why she's looking into these memories. From what I gathered, she worked for the Templars in some capacity but broke off from them and is doing her own thing. Maybe she's looking for another piece of the apple, I'm not sure. Either way, if we don't spend too much time with her, 90+% of the game is in ancient Egypt. We follow Bayek as he seeks revenge for the death of his son. As he follows the trail of the men responsible, he uncovers a secret organization that seeks to control Egypt and possibly all of mankind. Over the course of the game, we get to see the evolution of Bayek as a person, as well as a gaming character.
My thoughts on the game? It was amazing. It sucked me in early on and I was able to keep that enthusiasm pretty much the whole way through. I believe that the leveling system was crucial in keeping this engagement. No matter what you did, whether it be a side mission, clearing a camp, hunting a predator, everything gave you some experience points which allowed you to better your Bayek character, and it always gave you a little incentive to do a little bit more, just to get that little XP so you can get closer to the next level.
There was no choice between increasing one aspect at the detriment of another. I like objectively better gear. Maybe I'm a simple-minded person, but I don't like managing too many stats. It does make me a little sad that AC Valhalla apparently will not have a leveling system. I've heard the main criticism is that it level gates certain areas of the game, that if you're not leveled up enough you can't compete in certain areas of the game. But I personally think this is a good thing. You have to earn your way through the game, and once you get there after putting the work in, it feels better and much more rewarding. It's never fun to just have everything given to you, but I am old school in that way.
Let's look at one of the most important aspects of this show, the completion. Now, different games can have different completion criteria. In the case for Assassin's Creed Origins, as well as many other games, we're going to use the achievements as a barometer for completion. And I'm very proud to say that I was able to get all the achievements and complete the game 100%.
1500 total gamer score, which includes the main game as well as the 3 DLC packs. You'll get a lot of achievements by completing the game and doing the side activities such as clearing camps and predator lairs. Here's 5 things to watch out for as you're playing. Save your trinkets. Do not sell them under any circumstances unless you are certain you have over 100 of them. There's an achievement for selling 100 or more all in one shot, so if you keep dumping them every time you visit a merchant, you're going to spend a lot of time grinding at these to bring the number back to 100 since there's not that many to find in the world. Make sure to clear every question mark on the map. Finishing activities and locations will give you most of the achievements you are seeking. At one point though, they will be hard to see on your screen. The white of the question mark kind of blends into the sand. Make sure to play around with your contrast until you can see the last question mark you are missing. I personally ran into this problem, but luckily a friend gave me a suggestion and I was able to find the last question mark. If the old habits achievement hasn't popped, it means you still have locations to visit. The Discovery Tour. The game had an update with 3 achievements related to the Discovery Tour that is in the main menu. It's a sort of guided tour using the game's world to show you all kinds of historical lessons on ancient Egypt. It's pretty interesting stuff. They're not hard achievements, there's only 3 of them. For 1, it's complete a tour, 2, complete 5 tours with different characters, and 3, complete all tours in a daily life category. Just enjoy the ride and learn a little something along the way. Predator achievements. There are a few kind of annoying achievements related to taming animals, feeding them, or sending them to their deaths. They're a little wonky, and just like real wild animals, they don't necessarily do what you want them to do all the time. Make sure to follow a guide for these and be patient. If it's not working, reload the game, move time forward, or change locations. Eventually you'll get that damn lion to eat a corpse that you've left sitting in the sun for days. Hippodromes and arenas. Probably the most annoying achievement for most of you will be the hippodrome chariot races. They're not that fun and can be a little challenging. But honestly, it won't take you more than 5 tries. It's very doable. The arenas are actually fun. You'll fight waves of goons until you reach a boss at the end that you can either kill or let live. Make sure you're properly leveled up because your weapons will be taken away, so your character level will be the only advantage you have.
If you've never been a fan of the Assassin's Creed games, then this one probably won't change it for you. However, if you're a person who's grown tired of the old methods that was from the very first game all the way to Syndicate, then this one might bring you back into the fold. It's constantly on sale in every storefront, so you can find it cheap very easily. Now, the completion is not particularly hard, it's more time consuming, but I believe that the game is fun enough that it is worth your time to get everything in it. Thank you everyone for joining me on this premiere episode, and we look forward to the future where we continue making small changes and improvements and just make this show better and more fun for everyone. So thanks, and we'll catch you next time.